Welcome to my newest flip here in Naperville, Illinois. We're standing in front of 1507 Ada. This was one of our bigger projects that we purchased. We got a little bit of work to do out here in the exterior, but not too much. I'm Mike Thurman with Keller Williams Premier Properties. We flip houses all throughout Chicagoland, from the south suburbs to the north suburbs, everywhere we can go. Currently, we're renovating 7 properties right now. I have 5 going out here in Chicagoland, the Naperville one we're standing in right now, and then one in Port St. Lucie, Florida. This property was located through wholesalers. When I started my career, I worked for their exact competitor, right? So these guys know me from the industry. They got this house under contract. They contracted it off the market. So they got it well under what it was listed at, reached out to me. They had a showing on the house. I showed up with my partner. We liked the house immediately. We knew there was other competition there, so we decided, hey, we want to move forward with this one. What do we have to do? We put a bid in, and luckily for us, our agent was pretty savvy. He was like, hey Mike, there's a couple other guys here that might be interested too. Do you want to go a little over the purchase price or our asking price? And I did by $100. And I got a call 3 hours later saying, hey, you guys got the deal by that $100. When we purchased the house, it had this beautiful stone driveway already. We got a little bit of weeds coming through it, but nothing major to clean up. We're gonna have to do a little bit of exterior painting on the stuff that's not brick, but again, not major, and then a little bit of landscape work to make this thing look like it deserves to be on the block. Let's go take a look inside. What we're gonna do here is we've already kind of started a little bit of the process. We'll do a new chandelier here to walk into. We've already ripped up all the trim and baseboards here. We'll get that all up and we'll use that new block pattern. As we walk in, this will be an office area. We're gonna get rid of the wallpaper. We're gonna keep our crown molding, but new baseboards, get everything new paint, new fresh lighting in here. As we come through the foyer, we're gonna walk into what I like to call the fancy living room. This one's probably gonna be with couches and tables that nobody ever sits at, but hey, it'll look nice when you walk in the door. As we come through, we're gonna walk into our dining room. We'll get this thing, we'll have a brand new chandelier coming down from here. We'll get some more recessed lighting in here just to get it a little bit more well lit, but again, wallpaper coming off, new baseboards, new paint, not much going on in here. But then we step into what's gonna be the masterpiece of this house. We are going to kind of keep the same layout just because it doesn't need to be changed, but with our cabinets, our countertops, our appliances, we're obviously gonna go all high end here. Then we make our way into the formal living room with the vaulted ceilings, skylit. We have a little bar in the corner that we'll update to be a little bit better. We'll turn the fireplace peppercorn, which is a very hot color right now. Everybody's loving the peppercorn fireplaces. And this is where you're actually gonna have your formal hanging out, watching TV, hanging with friends, doing the whole family vibe, entertainment stuff. Our initial plans with the property were just to bring it into the luxury market. The house was dated, that's why it sat on the market for a little bit of time. People who are buying in this price point want everything done, complete, and high end. So when we walked the property, we realized, well, it's just dated. We can come in here, put a luxury kitchen in, do a luxury master bath, get all the paint, flooring, and lighting done. And it should be a relatively quick and easy process, but it's just gonna cost a little bit more money than most projects do because of the luxury and the high end and the size. All right guys, let's go check out the upstairs. Up here, we're not getting too crazy, but at the same time, there's some really cool stuff that we're gonna end up happening. We got our first main bath for the children and guests. This is gonna be really kind of quite simple. We're gonna keep the tile on the ground because it's really nice, but otherwise we're gonna gut this shower, do brand new ceramic tile throughout, brand new tub, brand new vanities, brand new sinks, and really just kind of give this a whole new updated ambience in here. We just got 2 standard bedrooms, nothing much going on in these bedrooms aside. We'll do new ceiling fans, again, fresh paint, fresh baseboards, nice big closets for everybody in the house. We're gonna keep these doors. We already have really nice solid 6-panel doors, so those will just get painted. We'll put new doorknobs on them, new handles, kind of get everything coinciding with each other. But then we walk into this amazing master bedroom. Again, same thing with the other bedrooms. We'll do new fans, we'll add some more recessed lighting throughout, but we have this awesome fireplace standing in the center. As you can see, we already started gutting it a little bit. We're gonna get rid of this, we'll get rid of the bottom shelf here, and we'll really modernize this. What's cool about this master bedroom is that we also have a cool little sitting area on the other side. So we'll have some couches, lounge chairs over here, but this can be your, personal hiding spot away from the kids when you want to go watch some TV and get away from everybody. All in all, construction 30 to 60 days, sales time 30 days, and an extra 30 to do it. Hopefully we're looking at a 4-month turnaround on this one. And what's going to be my absolute favorite part about this house is going to be the master bathroom. This is where we're gonna spend the most money between here and the kitchen. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna rip out this enclosed tub and create a wet room, which will basically have a wall of glass here to walk into your shower, but the shower wall will be here where your sprayers are. This tub will be a floater tub against the wall, and we'll create a really awesome wet room with new ceramic, awesome new shower spouts. And what we're gonna do with this old shower over here is turn it into an infrared sauna, which will require 120 volts, but it's really just a pop-in kit. So once we get the electricity there that we need, it'll go pop right in and it'll be an absolute fantastic addition to this bathroom. Original budget was $100,000. A lot of that primarily going into the kitchen and master bedroom. The basement's actually gonna be the biggest question mark to our renovation, right? We're spending all this money throughout the house. If we have the money in the budget when we get there, we will absolutely finish out this basement a little bit more than it is. But for right now, the only thing in the budget that's planned for this basement is flooring. We will come through and rip up this carpet, put new flooring throughout, and maybe some new lighting. It's already got drop top ceilings. We're gonna kind of leave the gym area already. Figure somebody's gonna want another gym area. It's got all the mirrors surrounding it. So this right here will probably stay right how it is, but we'll kind of update the rest of it lightly. Again, finishing out a basement about 1,500 square feet is gonna run you about 30 grand if we wanted to do it correctly. So that's a big budget to add. That's why, hey, let's do the main things that we know upstairs where people are living, and we'll get down here and do as much as we can, but primarily leave this space for the new buyers to figure out what they wanna do with it. Currently, we're in the process of just gutting what we can without getting in trouble with the villages. So we pulled the carpets, we pulled the baseboards, we pulled the trim that we could, but unfortunately we're stuck at a point to where we can't pull out cabinets yet, we can't really do too much in the bathroom yet because we need our permits to be approved before we can get going. We should have that approval hopefully in the next 7 days here, and then we'll start gutting the kitchen, we'll start gutting the bathroom, and honestly start getting going with putting the paint and flooring and everything in here. Hey guys, we're back. Let's check out our action, what we got going on. All of our permits were approved. We got a couple minor things we need to change, but we're pretty much about halfway through the project, and you guys can get a good view of what my vision of this house is gonna be here. So come take a look. Awesome, so as you can see, we got our engineered wood floors down and covered right now. We always want to protect our floors, but at the same time, we want to try and get them in first. At the same time, we've also got our lighting in. We had our electrical inspections come, so those both got passed. We're gonna finish up, patch everything here, get everything going and ready for paint, get our trim going. They're actually working on trim upstairs right now while we got the other guys downstairs framing. So we got 2 floors working at the same time right now. Kitchen hasn't really changed too much since you guys been here last. We did open up the pantry to where we're now gonna have our 2 pantries with the 1 base and then a nice backsplash wall here. We'll get our cabinets sometime this week, get those in. We got our lighting in as well over here. Unfortunately, when we were talking last time, I wanted to try and take out the wall that was right here. But when we opened it up, there was actually a steel beam running here that actually came up to a steel beam running all the way through. So unfortunately, without a structural engineer, we wouldn't have been able to take this out without writing absolutely new plans for the village and getting everything approved by a structural engineer in their department. We're talking probably $3,000 to $5,000 for the structural engineer to draw plans. They'll have to get submitted to the village. I'm paying $5,000 to $6,000 a month just for the loan. So that 2 to 3 weeks right there isn't just, oh, the permit money and the architectural fees that are gonna come, but also the time it's gonna take for them to approve everything. And now I'm a month in, another interest payment behind, and it's just, you know, costing upwards of $10,000 just to take this one little pole out. So at the same time, we'll make it look nice, we'll keep it there. Unfortunately, it's not the after look I wanted, but it'll be close enough. Then we come into the utility room. Haven't really done too much with this yet. It'll probably get done closer to the end. I just need to get, you know, the washer and dryer and stuff in here. Again, we got our lights in. Oh man, why is our drywall down? Vinny! Vinny's been part of my crew for about a year now. They did a really great job on my Oak Forest house and decided like, hey, let's keep these guys on. They come from really good background. They were building houses with their uncle in Hinsdale, so quality is top notch, exactly what I need to be done in this house. Oh, we had this drywall up already. Covering the electrical, let me figure out what's going on. Hey, why'd we end up taking out the drywall right now?
When they came to inspect for the electrical, they just wanted to make sure it was done right. So they made us remove a few spots. Unfortunately, we had someone come in here and cover it before, and then they paid for it in the long run, having to re-put it back up.
All right. But everything otherwise went good with the inspection?
Yep.
All right.
We're good to cover it up and start taping this next week.
Perfect, man. Appreciate you.
Yep.
So good to go. We've run into little issues here and there, but nothing major, right? Hey, we got to take it down, show the guys we did the work properly, but they seen it was done good, gave us a thumbs up, and off to the races to get this thing finished. Another quick thing that we had to do with the inspector, and he's letting us know, kind of things you learn on the go, right? For these pipes running through the 2x4 up here, we gotta do what's called fire stop. It's like a foam spray. We'll fill each gap that it's coming through each thing, but on every bit of electrical and plumbing that we did like that, they're gonna require this fire stop through all the holes. So anything that I opened up and I personally put wiring or plumbing through, I gotta put the fire stop in as well in order to pass inspections. But again, they seen it, gave us the green light, ready to go. So as we get upstairs, what we got going on upstairs is trim and paint right now. We got one guy doing trim, he's cutting everything. We'll get paint, we got paint going in the closets right now. Same thing with the floors up here. Everything's covered just to keep everything protected. We got this bathroom pretty much gutted, kind of ready to go. As you can see, everything is going up as far as trim wise. We got some of the trim here. Trim on the windows. He's working on closet space. We have our fireplace gutted out here. This wall will get framed. Other side will be shelving, because that's going to be like your seating area. This is where a lot of the plumbing and electrical work went into, right? This was our original shower over here, which is going to be the sauna now. We moved our shower wall and created a completely new shower wall. So your shower will run, come down. This is where you could shower. Your tub will be right here floating. It's actually in the other room. But then this will be one big wet room. You have his and hers closets, your own toilet space, and then this will be a really, really nice bathroom with all the stuff that we got. Right now my designer just kind of texted me trying to figure out what kind of backsplash we're going to use on the fireplace here. So I'm going through our material that's going in the master bathroom because it's right next to that fireplace. So you're going to be able to correlate the two really well. So she sent me some pictures. We got these two designs right here. This is our flooring that's going to actually go on the bathroom floor, which looks really identical to this first one up here. I think that's going to be too much going on with the same stuff, so I think we're gonna go with option number 2, just to give it the fireplace a little bit different of a tone than what our flooring in the master bathroom is gonna look like. But this is the rest of the stuff. We got our backsplash that'll be through the tiles. These will be vertical going up and down for the backsplash and our shower. This will actually be our shower floor. This will be the actual bathroom floor. And we got our acrylic tub that'll be going in. Everything will have brushed gold finishes. Actually, I want to pull those out. Yeah, so that one will be the shower head.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. But then we had our actual faucet somewhere. I wonder if they moved them. Shower flooring. I don't know where the hell they are. It's kind of making me mad right now. Those are some, I actually came here at night one time because they got delivered, and I've never spent so much on faucets before. These are the most expensive faucets I've ever bought for a house, for sure.
Find those fuckers.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. They were in that closet, unless I'm just tweaking out. Hey, Vinny. Hey, have you happened to see the other Delta sink faucets, have you? Oh. There you are. Yeah. So that'll be our bath faucet. So this will be actual sink faucets. We gotta wait for the final approval from the plumber guy, because like what he told us on it was that these pipes, which we didn't touch, have too much venting going through them. So each fixture is only allowed to get 3. It's considered 3, and each vent gets 9. I forget the actual like what 9 what, but it's. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have like 5 fixtures in here, which means we need about 15. It's all running through one vent, so we need 2. Wasn't very familiar with it, but that's what we hire our plumbers and subcontractors for, because they understood exactly what he was talking about. They'll get out here tomorrow, fix everything up, and then we'll be able to get going on putting everything down in the showers. And we still have our beautiful kids' room untouched, because we're only gonna paint this wall right here. We're gonna let the buyers tell us if they want this painted. I'll leave like a note on the door here basically saying like, hey, there was this hand painted mural here. Some kid we feel like is gonna love it, but we will paint the room neutral color if you want us to paint a neutral color before closing. So it'll be something we offer, but this beautiful mural is just something I didn't want to get rid of. So we'll keep it and let the next buyers kind of make the decision on that. We should be about 3 weeks out, I'm hoping, unless anything else, you know, again, the inspectors give us final approval. We did decide to do the basement kind of last minute because what we wanted to do originally, they're gonna require us to get permits for anyway. So we were like, all right, well, we might as well just go all the way if they're gonna make us do the permits for the little bit of work we were gonna do. So now we've got these guys going down here. They're gonna be working on framing out everything. Oh, we got everybody down here. But working on building our base. Everybody will get framing boards up. We got about 3 guys down here, 2 guys upstairs getting the work done, the trim done upstairs. So full crew in the house today, just moving. But with the basement here, we're gonna just black out rafters, put new lights in, all new flooring throughout. The perimeter will get a nice finished wall all the way around. We're gonna cut off the utility room and just have one wall going across right here. We're actually gonna leave the gym area right here. We'll put the new floor down, but put the gym floor back down over it so you still keep your like walled off mirror area for the gym. Closet will get drywalled, but otherwise this will be a one big family area. We're not gonna add really any bathrooms or bedrooms down here. We could try to aim for a little bit higher on the market, but when we're trading dollars, I don't think it makes sense for us to get plumbing and all kinds of extra stuff down here. So this will be a nice, finished basement with a utility closet and gym. So this is where we're at with the budget, guys. Initially, we planned for about 25K going into the kitchen, 15K going into that master bathroom, about 12K going into the other bath and a half, and then we had about 35,000 in cosmetics and random stuff going around. Total, it was right around $100,000, but as we were getting through things and I was able to talk to the inspectors and figure out exactly what they needed, they told me they are going to require me to pull an extra permit to finish down there. Even though I was only going to put flooring and paint down there, they decided I need to do it. So we ran through comps, right? We were like, hey, can we, put that money down there and get it back later? Well, it just so happened last week another house got listed on our block for $999,000, which is 50K more than what we were anticipating listing where we're at, right? So if we're gonna spend $20,000 more to finish that basement, but there's a big chance that we can get $50,000 more on the resale, we decided, hey, we're gonna add that extra $20,000. So that's why those guys are down there framing out, getting everything done as quick as we can, and we got 2 teams moving at the same time. We just wanna make sure that basement doesn't backtrack us on timing, right? Let's get it all done at the same time. And hopefully at the end of the day, that's gonna hit our resale value way up, because the 2 other ones that sold way over $950 both had a nicely finished basement. We are here at 1507 with our final product. We had the carpet guys in here installing this morning with our final piece. We had a couple of paint touch-ups to do, but this is a finished product house. The buyers are already under contract and closing the day before Christmas. Hopefully they'll have a great first Christmas in their brand new house. Come check out what we did to the house. We really went kind of crazy with this kitchen. We did full quartz waterfalls, so they're coming down with the overhang so that we can have seating and a breakfast kind of bar area as you're cooking your family food. On the other side, we went quartz all the way up as your backsplash. So this thing is just really nice. As you come around, we used a tri-color theme with the kitchen, which most people don't do. We have 3 different color cabinetry here. We have white, gray, and then honey wheat shakers. And then over in between the pantries is one of my favorite parts of the kitchen, is the herringbone tile. Now this tile and the quartz are gonna match the master bathroom when we get up there, and you'll notice it all kind of coordinates together with the whole flow of the house. The cool thing about selling houses before we're finished is the buyers get to pick out certain things before we're done, and we'll get to put them in. So this chandelier here was actually a custom pick from the buyer, and we just graciously threw it in there before we were finished. Obviously we're here doing things, finish things up. It wasn't really too big on our end to do it, but at the end of the day, when they're coming into their new home, it's a really nice feature for them to have.
Well, no, these are all getting repainted again. I sanded them, but we have
okay, that's on a list
all
of
3 of them.
That doesn't need to be done for tomorrow, but that's like or Sunday morning is when they're coming through for their final walkthrough, and that's when I need most of the cosmetic shit looking as it needs to be, and definitely all the shit on the list that needs to be done. We didn't pass plumbing inspection today.
We did it?
But that's not because he didn't come.
Oh.
Don't do that to him.
No, dude. I requested today. They didn't give it to me. It's Monday. So I was like, fuck. I called everybody already. I'm waiting for the attorney to call me back and let him know.
Bullshit. He's doing that on purpose.
Oh, I know he is.
He's definitely doing that on
I know he is. So overages on this house were probably our biggest problem, right? And it starts with the front end, me, and I always take responsibility where I went wrong. And one of the biggest things was the holding cost for this house. My typical projects are usually in the $300,000 to $700,000 range. This is $1 million house. I calculated a little bit more money when there was a lot more money that needed to be budgeted for that particular portion. So that was the first thing I'm off on. Material wise, obviously we did a lot of things that are high end here, so the costs were a little bit higher than I anticipated, but honestly weren't the worst part. And then the biggest thing is that we went over the timeline. I originally was hoping to get this done in about 60 to 75 days, but then we ended up going closer to about 120. Luckily, I was able to sell the house before we had to market really. I threw it on before we were finished. There was no real market time with it, and that helped us out in the back end as well. So, you know, we give some, we take some. At the end of the day, we're gonna probably end up with the same numbers we thought we were gonna get at the end anyway. My second favorite part of this whole house here is the bathroom. First time I've ever done anything like a wet room. So we moved the shower from where the current sauna is to over here on this brand new wall. This is our shower wall. And then we have our tub over here. As you can see, everything is in the same ceramic tile that's in the herringbone in between the pantry. We have the same quartz running through the shelf, the barrier here, and the countertops here. We did an 86-inch LED mirror in order to have extra space to look at yourself and make yourself look good, right? And then obviously your own personal toilet room. Both the sauna and the outside exhaust fan have Bluetooth speakers, so you can listen to music while you're both in the shower or in the sauna. But overall, this is probably my favorite bathroom that we've ever renovated. Then we walk out and to see our beautifully ceramic tiled. We tried to match the ceramic around our fireplace with everything that we did in the bathroom. The gold was already here from the previous owners on this. So we built out a little nook over here. Originally it was straight just drywall, and this was just a big chunky unused area. We figured if you're gonna end up using this as sitting area or anything like that, there's a nice little place for your books or whatever you want to kind of put over there for decorations and stuff like that. The buyer was talking about using it as office space, and I said, you really want to be working with your wife sleeping right next door? And he really quickly thought about it and changed his mind. Another great thing about selling these houses before they're finished is, again, buyers getting to pick out what they wanted. So originally, this room was our jungle room. It had a very cool mural. Unfortunately, the buyers weren't feeling it the way I was, so they came in and they decided that they wanted in pressed flowers pink for their daughter. Another thing we were able to do for the buyers was get the engineered wood floors going through their master bedroom. Originally, we were doing all the bedrooms in carpet, but they wanted us to get this because the owner has severe allergies, so it's a little bit easier to maintain and clean and keep dust free. This was a mid-project decision. We had 2 comps close at $950. Again, why not try to take that chance? We already got the whole team here, did it, and ended up paying off in the end, and we got $90,000 more than we anticipated on the back end. So it ended up being a great call, but we didn't go too crazy around here. We finished out the perimeter walls. We did LVP flooring, new trim around the windows, recessed lighting. There used to be drop ceilings down here, so we removed those and put the recessed lighting straight into the rafters and used straight black. Gives us another like 7 inches in ceiling height. So buyers came down here and they're like, oh my gosh, so much space. And it was much worth keeping no kind of ceiling down here than taking away any kind of height. So gym area was already existing. We didn't do anything over here. The floor was here, the mirrors were here, but we kind of figured if there is going to be somebody who's going to buy a house with an infrared sauna, they're probably going to want a gym space or some kind of area. So this was left alone. We did floor it all the way through, so if they do kind of want to get rid of it at some point, the only thing that they would really have to do is add some drywall. But otherwise, this is really all we did to the basement. We got a utility room over there. The buyers ended up wanting to put in a new furnace before they moved in, so they purchased the furnace through my vendors and got a really good deal on that. So everything's kind of really set for these guys to move in next week, as long as these guys finish up what they got to do on the final touches. You guys seen it here first. This is the final chapter of one project, but I'm going to continue with more chapters and continue dropping some knowledge on our renovated properties. But for now, it's time to get somewhere warm. It's too cold here. I'll see you guys at the next project in West Chicago. I'm going on vacation.